Hopefully that's working there. Nice cool 50-degree morning here for a morning round at the local course. Okay. All right, there's our first basket we're gonna try and hit. We're gonna go mid-range. I might throw this distance driver I just picked up the other day, but this has been my go-to mid-range. This felt the best coming out of the hand, so we're gonna stick with that. We're gonna work on a few things today, mechanics and whatnot. See how we do. Wind's a little bit blustery since we're kind of in fall. Wind is coming right at us, but we're gonna just toss it up there because the rest of the course is pretty much going down that way, so we won't have to worry about that wind. So here we go. Going with the mid-range Sparrow. Hopefully the microphone is doing okay. I think I tested it correctly. All right. So basically what I'm going to start working on is watching the disc through, getting a good launch angle, fairly flat and low is what I'm going for. I don't really have much distance, so I just want to keep it straight. It's just going to be like this. Come back to the left, come back to the left. All right. Pulled it a little bit, but that's not a terrible throw. We can get it up there for par, but let's try the driver. We're going to try the same thing. Nope, that's going left. That's that's a typical throw for my driver. Let's go get that orange one, and then we're gonna go take our first one that we tossed and use that as we head up to our next shot. Of course, it looks like they mowed here recently. Last time I was here, it was fairly easy to lose your disc just in the regular grass because it was so high. But we're not looking bad today. All right. Whoa. There's our basket we're going for, and we are somewhere over here. Yep. I mean, for all these are par threes, so with par threes, you want to be up fairly close with your first shot, but that is not me. I need 2 shots to get up here. All right. Grass is all wet. Oof. That was a good shot. That one felt good coming out of the hand. So we're starting off with a par. Let's go. Hopefully the mic is blocking some of this wind noise. There's our disc right there. Pretty great. I think the wind helped that. The wind pushed it this way. I think when I let it go, it was kind of floating straight, which isn't terrible, but having that little breeze push it down to the left definitely helped. All right, even through one. And then there's our next goal, way down there, center screen. The wind's picking up quite a bit, which is not fun to throw into, but it'll kind of force me to keep it low. And low is what I want. Low is keeps me straight and it prevents the disc from flying too far left or too far right, which is a fairly common thing for me. All right, so we are going this way on a little hill here, so we're going to be crooked. All right. Hopefully that doesn't fall. I'll put my bag on there. All right, we're going to go mid-range again. If mid-range goes off course, we'll throw the driver as well, but I want to kind of stick with mid-range as much as I can today. Wind has died down, so we're going to let it rip. Not a very far throw, but it's straight and stayed low. We're going to try the driver, try to get a little bit more on it. Nope. It goes way over there. So that's 2 holes that I did the same thing. Mid-range stays flat, goes a little to the right, and then I think to myself, surely I can do better with my driver. And surely I cannot. Don't call me Shirley. Here is this disc. Just a embarrassing attempt. Let's head on back up to our white disc. It sounds like the local farmer let their cows out, so you might be hearing some moving. All right, let's try this angle here, a little bit flatter. There's the disc. And the goal. This is kind of a range I'm not really good at, that I really need to practice. Not too hard, but keep it flat and straight. Oh, go left, go back left. Not terrible. Let me grab one of my putters. Let's try Samurai. Wind's picking up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just not getting a whole lot of distance there. Another thing I need to work on is being more aggressive on my second shot when I need to be aggressive. That's what leads to me bogeying these par threes. Is I can't throw very far because my shoulder and my knees and my back. Um, so I have to take advantage of being more aggressive on these second shots to get them closer to the basket. Unless I have some weird fluke where I actually get the first throw fairly close. All right, so our first shot actually was the best. It's right there. Let's see about par in this hole. These distances, again, I'm just not good at. Well, I mean, honestly, none of them. I'm not good at any of them. But these feel particularly terrible. Yeah, a little too far. Too high. Oh, that one got in. But that is a bogey. So we're +1 on the round. Well, I guess I gotta still make this next shot, but if I miss this, I might just call it a day. All right, par bogey. This next hole, I might try. Let me move this a little bit. Excuse me. This one I feel is the hole where getting, I mean, even acing this, I can see doable. At some point, just because of the distance, it's completely straight. The basket is lower than the tee box. There's enough room between trees for anything that's slightly not straight can still get down there. You can see the basket right there. So we're going to go with our mid-range first, and then depending on how that goes, I mean, not really. I'm probably going to throw one of my drivers, or the driver. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can throw the leopard. Maybe I'll do that. But we're going to go with our our T Sparrow first for mid-range.